Hello and welcome to the Bearded Respect. And I am Brew City Scott, and this is.
Jason.
And we will be back right after this intro. Hello and welcome back to the Bearded Respect. We've got a great show for you tonight. We have Vick from Miami Beard Company. He's got some great stuff, and I can't believe I haven't tried any of his stuff before this week. I was pretty amazed. So without any further ado, let's bring him on in. Hi, Vick. Welcome to the Bearded Respect.
Thank you for having me.
Hey, Vick.
Anytime.
I'm so happy to have you on.
Jason, why don't you go ahead and welcome some of these fine people in the chat?
Yeah, I'll start with that. Start saying hi. So, yeah, we got E-Rock was first. And if
our
you
new
notice,
mod,
guys, yeah, E-Rock has a blue wrench. And we did that so Votto would quit putting them in timeout.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. And then we got Lady Ellie Orchard. Ellie. We got Travis.
Travis.
He's at work tonight, but he'll be listening in. Of course, we got Becky, Miss Bruce City.
Hey, honey.
And we have Bill, Bearded Land Shark.
Hey, Bill, great to have you.
Then we got Casey. He's eating with the family right now. Of course, he was in Florida. Some of you may know, but he's having dinner, and but he's listening in. And we got Russ. Yep. Always hit that like when you're coming in. We got Stephen Fleming in early. Stephen.
Hey, Stephen.
And there's that troublemaker there, Bearded Vato.
Yep.
And we got Matt Foley's in. Matt, good to see you.
Hey.
Oh, we got the resident barber, Michael P.
How you doing, Michael?
And we got Donald Long in.
How you doing, Donald?
Donald. We have Dagan's driving, but he's listening in.
Hey, Dagan.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Right, Stephen. Yeah, I need a shelf for all of my phones. That's ridiculous.
Actually, I think Becky won her first one last night.
Let's see. Oh, there's Nick H in the house. Hey, Nick. And I think that's caught up to date with who's here, but I'm going to stick this up there since Vato was kind enough to put it in the chat. We got Vick's website there. So, yeah, you guys can go check him out. But yeah, so when others join in, we'll catch up. But there's Brian just come in. Hey, Brian.
Glad to have you.
And yes, Donald, I wore this for Vick. This is me and Vick's got a little history with this shirt. But so yeah. So I'd say we get started. Let Vick tell us a little bit about himself. And like how he got started, why he got started, and tell us about his family, married, kids, all that stuff.
All the juicy stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I'm currently engaged. We're getting married next February. So that's coming down the pipeline. But we're working on that. No kids yet.
Nice.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Besides that, the way that I got started was I used to buy a lot of beer product, and there was a lot of stuff that it would affect my beard, and not in the good way. And I was like, and then after a little bit, my fiance now was like, you're spending all this money on this product, but it's not really helping you. Why couldn't you do something similar to that? And then it was tossing back and forth. Yeah, maybe, whatever. So I started doing some research, and then little by little I started buying stuff. And then I started making my own, started giving it to friends, having them test it out, see how it went. And they loved it, and they were like, hey, you know what? We think that you can, sell that, and people would buy it. So I was like, you know what? I got a wedding to pay for. Let me venture into this and, see what happens. And, officially March of last year, I went full blown legit, made my LLC, got everything I needed. And then, slowly but surely, getting my name out there, getting my product in front of customers. We just hit our 1 year mark this March. And it's been a learning process, to say the least.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you. You were buying different products and trying them out, and they weren't doing you any justice. How long did it take you to figure out, or how many carrier blends did you go through until you found what worked for you?
I went through about 6 months of trial and error, of buying different stuff, mixing things, finding the right ratio, and then having my friends test it, be like, okay, what do you think? Is it too thick, too thin, going back and forth, and the same thing with the scents. I would give them something, they would be like, hey, I think this is, too strong this way, try this. And, until I came out with the 4 that I initially started with.
Okay. Yeah, because I can imagine there's so many companies out there that you're going to be trying, and so I mean, and I'm sure you even you're going to read their carrier blend, and then you're going to start making your own, because even if their carrier blend has a lot of the same oils that you have, the ratios could be totally different, and that would just something as simple as that could make the difference as to what works or what doesn't.
Yep. I completely agree.
So that's awesome.
So did you happen at all in the process? Did you happen across the Beard live streams, or was that after?
It was all after. I didn't know there was a community the way it is now. So once I actually started and I started connecting the dots, and it just opened the doors to this entire community that I appreciate, that I've been able to grow and know and meet people in person that I've met over Instagram, and it's been very humbling experience, to say the least.
Yeah, I find it pretty exciting always meeting up with other bearded brothers. I was able to do a lot of that through the Bearded Rebellion, which you're also a member and president of the Florida chapter.
That is correct.
And our chapter is actually looking at reaching out and meeting more of the chapters. So, and that's all.
Definitely. Yeah, it's always fun.
Now, is there let's say, a website or something somebody could go on to and see if there's a chapter in their area? I mean, how
there
does
is.
that work?
Well, you can go to the main website. That's the Bearded Rebellion website. And it'll give you the option to talk to a scout. And then, you tell them whatever the city you're in or state, and then they'll point you in the right direction. But 9 out of 10 times, most chapters have some type of page, an Instagram, a Facebook. The Florida chapter has an Instagram and a a Facebook page. So we're on both.
Yeah, we do as well. And if anyone ever has a question, I'm a scout, so I can help you out with whatever you need.
Now, is that like that you say the Florida chapter, is there just one chapter for the whole state? Is that how everybody is? Okay.
Yeah. There's other clubs that have their own specific ways of doing it. We just do it as one state, not individual cities like others. So I am the president of the entire Florida, not just Miami, where I'm from. All Florida falls under me.
So, I mean, I'm going to guess sometimes it can be difficult to have a meetup. I mean, just because, you're at the southern end of the state and you got people at the northern end. I mean, I'm sure you want to try to meet somewhere in the middle, but I bet that can be difficult at times. No,
definitely. I have some guys that live in Tallahassee, and to meet up with them, and it would be an all-day drive to go see them. So that would be like a plan ahead. Weekend getaway.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
We got a
for us, we have like some guys in the south who are close to one another, other guys in the north who are close together. Sometimes they'll meet up or do things together. A lot of our meetups we try and keep more centrally located, so it's about the same distance for everyone. But we've been talking about going to the there's a Ohio, Kentucky, Indiana meetup at the end of the summer that we're talking about going down and joining them.
Yeah, you have a couple of questions about the Beard Club in the comment section there.
Yeah, I was just going to post that up, Vato. He wants to, if you can talk about how they work. So, don't exactly know for sure what he's asking, but
most of our club works mostly through chat, video. There's also video chat through the Discord app. You can just reach out to a scout. They'll explain to you the process. you can be as involved as you want. And then there's a process of going, having a video chat with the international board to get promoted a couple of times. And if you choose to be more of a bigger part, you can even become part of the head of the chapter.
The board.
Like Vick is president. Yeah, the board of that state. Whereas I'm a scout and Vick is a president.
Mhm.
And if any time you feel like this isn't for me, you can always leave. So it doesn't cost you anything. There's no dues.
Mhm.
We try and do charity work and try and find ways to making income. The Wisconsin chapter is working on a merchandise site right now to try and drum that up so we can help more groups.
Mhm.
Yep.
If you have any more questions, you can reach out to me on Instagram. I'm sure if you're in Vick's neck of the woods, he doesn't mind if you reach out to him as well.
Yep.
Hey Seth, glad you got to pop in anyway.
Yeah.
You know what Dad life's about.
Oh yeah, you can come back and watch it anytime you want.
Yep. We had another question from Russ.
Mhm.
So, how long you been in the community?
So I've been in the community, I would say maybe about a year and a half now. Completely emerged into it. Before, like, I would, see some videos, some lives and stuff like that, but not really active like I'm currently am. I normally try to get into all the lives, say hi to the people in the lives, get more involved now with the charities and stuff like that. So, I try to show my presence, not as a company, but, as an individual for the community.
Yeah, since you brought it up there, we'll point that out. Well, the first time I ever, hey Jason, the first time I ever saw your name was in an auction fundraising live stream, and I had no idea who you were, and I'm like, damn, he kept buying everything. He was buying everything. I'm like, man, this guy, he's really into the products, or he's just helping out in the community. But come to realize that you're pretty much you're wanting to help out the community, and you enjoy helping to support the people that are raising funds. But yeah, even on my little IG live yesterday, I called you Vick, the auction live stream sniper, because
Yep.
kind of give you that nickname there. But yeah, it's funny. It's funny watching some of those auctions, because they'll be like, okay, going once, 5-second delay, and there goes Vick. He puts final bid in.
pretty much. Yeah, I like doing those auctions. Not necessarily for the product, because I got plenty of product, but it's more of helping that charity or that, whatever that event is for. So it's really cool to give back. I'm by no means am I rich, but I've been in that situation where I've needed help, and I'm in a position now where I can give somebody some help when they need it the most. So I like doing those events. And yes, most of the time, 9 out of 10, yes, I am the sniper. I come in last second, just boom. So but yeah.
Yeah, those auctions are always a blast just to be a part of. Whether you're on the giving end or the receiving end.
Yep. Here's a question from Donald on your oils. So I see you have 3 different oil blends. The differences I see are avocado, jojoba, and rice bran. Why?
Me personally, I like it more of a medium to thin. It soaks my beard better. The heavy, concentrated ones don't really do well. Like coconut and stuff like that, it really doesn't do well in my beard. But I've been able to find that avocado and jojoba really do work well. And I've been still going back and forth on different blends. And the website is not, I've been having issues trying to get some of those carrier blends to be in correct order. And, internet doesn't work sometimes when you need it to work.
Oh yeah. And actually I've found that some of those blends actually work better in my beard than some of the other stuff I had been using. Your stuff actually surprised me. And recently we had Avocado Beard Company on, who basically schooled us on avocado oil. So that's a nice, interesting carrier.
Daniel.
Hey, Daniel.
What up, Daniel?
Also, I almost forgot. I mean, granted, it was last Tuesday, but this gentleman here on the screen had a birthday last Tuesday. Just turned 37. He's still just a young buck yet.
Well, happy birthday.
Last Tuesday? Oh, then he celebrated with me because last Tuesday was my birthday as well.
Well, that's what I said. That's what I was saying. I was saying you had a birthday last Tuesday.
Yeah. Thought you were talking about Daniel.
Oh, no.
Yep. 37. Just a baby.
Yep. Yeah, I wish I was. Yeah, that was a while ago for me.
So you said you started off with 4 oils with your company?
Yeah.
So what basically were the scents between those? I don't think I want to pronounce them because I'm sure I'll screw at least 1 or 2 of them up.
Don't worry. Most people don't get it the first time, so you'll be fine. So the first 4 are the ones that are on the website now. They've been really good to me, so I haven't been wanting to replace them. But the 305 OG, it's the orange citrus. Very clean. Florida's pretty much the orange state, so we got to make sure we have one of those there. We have the Calle Ocho. Translation for English would be 8th Street. And 8th Street is a street here in Miami where you can walk down the street and all you smell would be coffee and all you hear is people playing dominoes. So that's a great reference for it. That is a coffee scent that I created. And it's not very overpowering because I know coffee can be. It smells a little more like a roasted coffee, and a lot of people like to be like that coffee that I've combined with. So I like that one. There's El Bori, the one that you guys have, the vanilla and coconut. And then the other one would be Tranquilo and Tropical, would be relaxing and tropical. So that one is pretty much the name, relaxing on a beach, drinking a pina colada. That's what you're going to get out of that bottle.
Yeah, that one actually sounds pretty good too.
Yeah. Even the coffee one don't sound bad, because there can be some overpowering ones. And my wife, I don't drink coffee. I'm not a coffee person at all, but my wife, she drinks that Death Wish coffee. and she's always brewing a cup in the morning, and sometimes I just can't stand the smell of it. But I do have one coffee scented oil and butter, and it's not bad. So sometimes it can be good, and sometimes it's overpowering. But yeah. Donald has another question on your blend. Pops up here about the biotin. What's the impact on absorption via oil versus pills?
Everybody's different. At least for me and the people that I had testing when I first started adding some biotin to the oils, it would really help them soak in to their beard. And it showed over time that it helped them grow faster. I haven't really tried the pills, so I can't really tell you how the pills would work. But everybody's different. I know they've always been a controversy, about biotin. Does it work? Does it not work? Everybody's different. It works for me, and the people that I've had try it, it said it works for them. Haven't had any complaints yet. But yeah.
I've used it both ways. It always seems to work for me. If I take the pills, everything's growing. All my hair, the hair, my nose hair, my ears hair, my fingernails.
Yep.
I guess with it in the products, it probably just sticks with the beard and not everything else. I've had it in like a couple beard washes that seem to help. So for me, it seemed to have worked. I guess you just gotta try it and see what it does for you.
Yep.
I'm going to clarify this on the coffee here a little bit. Now, when I say my wife brews a cup, I'm not saying like a little cup of coffee. She's got a big giant Yeti that's what she brews in. So yeah, it's not one cup of coffee. It's a big tumbler. Okay, so let's see. Okay, well, you know what? We want to talk about this new release you got coming up. Now, it's not released yet, but
nope. It's not released yet, but it's coming.
So, and what's funny, I had to tell this to Scott yesterday because in your posts that you've had on IG for this new release, you've had multiple bottles, like almost like bowling pins, you'd have an array of your bottles.
Yep.
I mistakenly thought it was a whole new line you were coming out with. I thought there was multiple scents.
No. Well, there are multiple scents that I'm going to be coming out with, but this currently one is just one right now.
Okay. But this, well, we'll bring it up here. It is called Blue Collar Boys. And Scott has a slide. He'll bring that up too. But
yep.
So this is the scent. This is not a line. This is your Blue Collar Boys.
Yep.
So, yeah. Scott will bring up the slide here and tell you about the carrier blend and scent profile.
Here's what the bottle looks like. And as it lists on the bottle, it's avocado oil, sweet almond oil, castor oil, meadow foam seed oil, rice bran oil, vitamin E oil, biotin oil, and fragrance oils.
Is that the proper list, Vic? I mean,
that is correct.
Okay. So you got avocado as your top dog on this one.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, a pretty good list of carriers.
Yes. Yep.
And then we'll move to the next slide. The scent profile: leather, grapefruit, cedar, musk, and other essential oils. And I have to tell you, I'm a big leather fan. And you can definitely smell the leather out of bottle, but you get it in your beard, and that grapefruit just comes out and gives you a little bit of a snap. And I just loved it. I don't think I've had another grapefruit scented beard product. So for me, that was pretty refreshing. What do you think, Jason?
Yeah, I don't. Well, I know E-Rock and Votto didn't catch it because they don't have IG. But if any of you guys caught my IG yesterday, and I was just so excited, but I didn't ask Vick if I could talk about this, and I thought if we can, we'll talk about it today. But yeah, that leather. I mean, as soon as I opened up the bottle, that was the first thing I smelled, and that's why I was laughing. I was like, and I'm like, if I could say one word, and any of you guys that are leather heads like Emo and Ken the Contact Coach, you guys that like leather, this is a must get. I mean, you get that right up front, then you get the grapefruit once you put it in the beard, but then that, it's just like, boom, there's your grapefruit, and then it all mellows back out, and it's just all smooth the rest of the day. But like right now, I'm catching a waft of leather occasionally. But yeah, I was so thrilled when I opened that bottle. It was funny. It was funny. I had a good time yesterday. But yeah, it was great. I really like this scent. And I don't have too many leather scents. I do have a couple, but this one, yeah, this one's great.
And a great feel in beard.
Yes. Butter. I put the butter in last night for nighttime, and then this morning I put the oil. I'm an oil and butter guy during the day too, and even at the end of the day, comb still went right through, and it was windy out today. When I was walking from my car to the house, the beard's blowing around. When I come in the house, took the comb right through. This is come April 16th. You guys need to pick this up. It's a good one. But E-Rock has a question on the potency there, Vic.
Yeah. Well, how about you guys? You guys tried it. How long has it lasted for you guys? And then I'll tell you how long it's lasted for me. Everyone's different.
I'll let Scott go first on this.
I'd say at least 6 hours. And that's how long a lot of scents last for me personally. I think my beard is a little harder than most. I have what you call a low porosity hairs, so I have to heat them up to get the feel in beard. But once I heat them up with this, that feel in beard lasts pretty much all day.
Now, for me, as far as scent goes, I mean, I've had some that have lasted all day. I'm going to say 9 to 10 hours. By the end of the day, I can still catch a waft of it. But I'm finding more and more as I'm getting more accustomed to these oils and everything and the scents. I mean, some scents are lighter. And I'm finding out, like, I may wear this today, and I'm a blue collar worker. I weld and grind and sweat and all that stuff. And there, I burn things, so there's smoke. There's always smoke and fumes and grinding dust. I find myself getting nose blind more frequent and more often, and depending on what I do. Now, I could take this same oil, put it on in the weekend when I'm not up there working, and I can get that scent the good 6-7 hours, you know. So for me, it's hard to judge. But at the end of the day today, now I didn't do any welding. I did do a little burning, so there was a little smoke there, but did do some sanding and grinding. But when the wind blew, when I was outside and the wind blew, I'd catch a waft of it. So yeah, this isn't bad. This isn't bad at all.
All right. So for me personally, I've gotten anywhere between 8 to 12 hours, depending on what I'm doing specifically for work. If I'm indoors, then yes, it's gonna last longer. But if I'm out and about with the wind and stuff like that, it's been like 8 hours, 9 hours. When I first started, mixing it, I actually spent 2 days with the smell. I showered, washed my beard, put on a different scent, and somehow that scent came out. All I smelled was leather. But that was just personally me. But the people that I've had tried it, anywhere between 6 to 8 hours is what they've gotten. But it also depends on what you do for work.
Yeah, and that's funny you say that, how it lasted that long for you, like a day. There's a lot of times that, when I do put a butter in the morning, before bed, my evening routine, I get a butter in. When I get up the next day and I get in the shower, I'm always a morning shower person. As soon as I get that beard wet, a lot of times that boom, that brings it back out as soon as you get the beard wet. So yeah, I hear you on that. Same thing. But awesome.
Definitely.
And
we also had the butter here. Most of the same carriers with the addition of shea butter and mango butter. But this butter is
JP.
real soft.
Yeah.
I barely have to press on it and it's moving. That's some amazing butter.
Yeah. It's real smooth. I mean, it's not pudding soft, but it is soft. It's a creamy soft. Yeah. And melts. I mean, all I gotta do is go like this. Done. It's already melted, ready to go.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys like that butter. It took me a little bit to finesse it to where it is now. I was tweaking ratios. Sometimes it would be too hard, extremely soft. It took me a little bit to get it down packed to what you have in front of you.
Yeah,
well,
nice.
That's about a perfect consistency, because I don't like it too hard, and some of them are almost too liquidy, like you said. And this is the poor butter that still, it's gonna hold, and it's gonna be soft when you need it to be, coming out of the container. You don't have to fight it.
Yeah, it's a poured butter, but actually, to me, it's almost like it's whipped butter too.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna find any grit in that butter. It's nice and smooth, and it goes in the beard real nice.
Yeah, JPV leather. Miss Bruce City says, "Yep, smells amazing. She loves it." I knew she would. I knew she. It was funny yesterday in my IG. I'm like, "Oh, Scott, yeah, you got it. Oh, I bet Becky loves it. I could tell already."
I think she loves leather scents more than I do. And I've got quite a few, and this is right up there with some of my favorites.
Yes.
It-
Yes,
if-
mine too.
It may even become one of my favorites.
Alternates throughout the day. I mean, no, not for me anyway. Out of bottle, I got the leather, warmed it up, put it in beard, and then all of a sudden I'm like, ooh, that is grapefruity. And then later on through, a little later on, the leather is dominant, is what I get. So, yeah, you'll get a little bit of that grapefruit. You'll tell it's in there, but then it just kind of mellows out. And I think obviously the musk, and it all kind of works together and blends it in. But for me, the leather's dominant. I don't know if that's what you guys get as well.
Pretty much. For me, the snap of that grapefruit up front is pretty nice.
Yeah.
For me, that's what makes it different. And I don't have a whole lot of grapefruit type of oils. But I really enjoyed this scent.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I was trying to go for. I was trying to make something that was leather forward, but not to the point where it was just going to be giving you a headache. Because I know I've gotten some leather where it's too much. So that's why with the grapefruit, it doesn't kill it completely, but it snuffs it enough where it's not too overpowering, and it's not going to affect you. I've had leather scents where I'm like, I put it in, 20 minutes later, I'm like, I got to shower, I got to take this off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to do that. That's why, I added the grapefruit, the cedar, the musk to try to, balance it out and give it something that, is going to be a great product.
Well, yeah, it's an amazing product. And any of you guys who think that's up their alley, you should definitely try it. And he's got some other ones like the El Bori he sent us as well. That's a pretty good scent itself.
Yeah.
Yep, banana coconut. I've seen other companies use, biotin in their carriers and put it on there. It's just there's so much back and forth. A lot of people are like, you know what? Let's not say we put it, but still put it, because you really don't know, what is actually going into the blend. I'm upfront. I put whatever it's on there. That's what I'm putting in there. It's not like, I'm not gonna put biotin and still add biotin. Like, no, like it's in my blend. That's what I do. If that's up your alley and you're okay with it, go for it. If you don't want it in there, just send me a message. Hey, can you leave this particular item out? And I'm fine with that. It's not gonna hurt me. I'm not gonna be like, oh no. But if that's not what and that's with any particular oil. Maybe you don't want avocado oil. Well, I'll figure something out that's gonna still be up your alley when it comes to the blend. So I'm open for it.
Yeah. It's always good when an owner will help make your customers happy.
Yep. E-Rock. I hear a lot of guys talk about that. I mean, there's no grit in Vicks at all. It's baby smooth. But I have a whipped butter, a couple whipped butters that they're just like it's like scooping out whipped cream, and it's gritty. But as Michael P said, it might be a little gritty, but it melts right down,
Yeah.
And maybe that helps melt it because it's a little gritty. But I don't have a problem with it. It don't matter to me if it's gritty, but Vicks, his is smooth as a baby's butt.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
mind
I don't-
some grit, but I've had a couple where there's like chunks in it, and then you got like chunks in your beard. That I don't care for.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
one thing. But
You're never gonna see that with this.
Yeah.
yeah,
I've gotten some where it's been a little chunky. Normally what I do is just I try to melt it down as long as it's not a whipped butter.
Right.
If it's some type of poor butter, then I'll melt it down again. As long as I don't kill the scent, because sometimes when you reheat it, it kills the scent. So as long as it doesn't do that, then I'm fine. Little grit doesn't hurt nobody.
Yeah.
Thank you, Russ.
let's see. Got a couple.
And Vic also on his site does have some great merch.
Yep.
Yeah,
I was looking at the hats, but the one you're wearing must be a special one.
Yeah, this one was I designed this one specifically for me, because even if I put it on the site, I don't think it would sell. It cost me about $40 to make it.
Yeah.
So even if I put it at 50 to make some type of profit, it's gonna be hard for people to buy it. So, I try to make something that people are $20 for a hat or 25.
Right.
It's a decent amount. A $50 hat, like you're cutting it close. So
yeah,
It is a
but
pretty
if
sharp
anybody
hat,
does-
though.
yeah. But
Yeah.
if anybody wants one like this, I'm more than willing to make it, get it done for you. But yeah, I am working on trying to get some leather patches for the hats. So that's what I'm trying to work on. So this is pretty much a leather patch, but it's in color. So the other one would be pretty much a regular leather color. So it might be like a dark brown or just a regular tan leather. So
Yeah, I think a lot of your sweatshirts and shirts and stuff, they actually have a nice look to them.
yeah.
I was pretty impressed. And the logo, the multicolored logo, I thought that was nice too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
have that
Russ-
Miami Vice covered.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Russ says your Miami Beard Co. logo's fire. Yeah. So yeah, E-Rock wants to know if you use any other companies or you strictly use your own.
No, whatever I went on the lives and stuff like that, I wear it. I wear of other companies. I've used A's, Mad Mixer, there's Elite. Whatever you normally wear, I wear that too. Plus mine. I'm not gonna wear anybody. Like anytime I buy anything, like usually I buy merch, and people are like, "Oh, why wear somebody else?" We're all, we're in the community. Why can't I? Oh.
So do you know this guy, Vic? Is he talking about you or is he talking about me and Scott?
Probably all of us, but thanks for stopping in, J. Cruz.
Yeah.
Cruising. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so.
Russ, yeah. Yeah. E-Rock loves you, Vic. Yeah, I didn't know if that was for everybody or just me, Russ. But yeah, he did break up a little bit. Let's see. I had a little note here, but now I don't remember. I don't remember what it meant. My little chicken scratch.
Oh boy.
But, I just wrote down the abouts. I don't know what the abouts is about. So, but one thing I did write down. Now, me and Vic have DM'd each other on a couple different posts. You know, we'll DM back and forth. And when I posted about getting my wife that Durango for her ride, Vic messaged me about he used to have a Charger that got totaled around Thanksgiving. You said, right?
Yep, the week of Thanksgiving, that Monday.
Now, of course I didn't get to ask you, but I'm assuming you didn't get hurt, right? Nobody got hurt.
No,
Okay.
I was fine, and the other driver was fine.
Oh, that's
Okay.
good.
But so yeah, I kind of wanted to bring up cars. Are you a car guy?
Yeah, I am a car guy.
Yeah. Okay. So if you could have any car, you know, just one, not that you're a millionaire and you can have multiples, but if kind of money was no object and you could have one car, what would it be?
1964 Chevy Impala SS convertible.
Okay.
That's a good choice.
Yes, very nice. Very nice.
I am a lowrider guy. That would be my car of choice all day, every day.
Nice. Now, 64, did that have the big tail wings, tail lights? Did that have the
No.
wings on the quarter panel? No.
No.
That was older.
Yeah, that was like the 50s, 57.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The
Okay.
64 would be just square on the back with the lights.
Okay. Yeah, Russ. E-Rock wants 69 SS hardtop with a 4-speed. 4-speed, or it doesn't matter, just as long as it's manual. But if you're looking at a Camaro, you want to get that Muncie 4-speed.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, definitely.
Here's a buddy of mine made it in. Hi, Thomas.
How you doing?
How's it going, Thomas?
But I'm not sure what about night, Vic?
I'm not sure what he meant by that, but
No.
I'll be driving that 64 all day, night and day.
Okay.
It'll be a low rider, hitting those threes around the corner all day.
Now you mentioned to me before too. We were discussing Chargers, and I come to find out that you can't get an all-wheel drive Charger unless it's the V6. Once you get into the V8s, it's rear-wheel drive. But
Yep.
you know a guy, you said, huh?
Yeah, I have one of my buddies that's a local mechanic here. He specializes in working in Chargers, and he pretty much, you know, whatever you need to be done, he'll get it done.
So if I bought a V6 Charger with an all-wheel drive, and I brought it down there, he could put one of those 1,000-horse Elephant engines in it for me.
Yep, he'll do whatever you want. Right now, he has I think like an 08, between the 08 to 2010 model. Has a 5.7, you know, tricked out, you know, everything that you can possibly do to it has, you know, been done to it, and that's the family car.
That's the grocery getter, huh?
That's the grocery getter.
Yeah, I suppose you can do anything if you have the money.
And
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so Thomas, he'd take a 57 Nomad. That'd be a nice ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
White Trash Donnie made it in.
Downey.
Yeah.
I know he was at the Disney meetup yesterday.
Yeah.
I saw the pictures.
Yeah, and just got a job, a new position, or I don't know if it's part-time or what, but a tour manager or something along those lines.
Yep.
Sounded like a great opportunity.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope that goes well for you, Donnie. That looks like that's something. That seems to me like that's your dream job. Something that you've been just dying to do something like that.
Mm-hmm.
A side gig, because he has enough time. Yeah. Oh.
Well, glad you guys were all having fun at Disney. It looked like it was a blast.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's kind of. I don't know what that one note was about. So. You guys in the chat, you got. Oh, nice, Matt.
That was a 10 and like an old 69 to go with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love all those late 60 cars.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, my first car, I don't think I've told any. My first car was a 70 Pontiac Firebird. So 70, that was the first, second gen, I guess you called it.
Yeah.
And it was, of course, it was a 70. I bought it when I was 15 to do a little work for it. So I was born in 6. So, I guess it wasn't that old, but it was pretty crappy. It wasn't it wasn't a Formula or a Trans Am. It needed some work. And so yeah, I got it, and we did some work to it, and I run it, but not very long. I had a better job then, and got rid of it and got a truck. But yeah, I'd always like to have a 69 Trans Am, because that was the first year for the Trans Am. And if I would get I bought a book, because I was really stoked on the Pontiac Firebirds. So I bought this book, and it had production numbers in it. And the 69 Trans Am convertible, they only made 8 of them, and 4 were automatic and 4 were standards. So yeah, that would be a dream car. But
yeah,
I'd be afraid to drive. I'd be afraid to drive it. That'd be something for the museum. Okay, I gotta stand up. E-Rock, you never saw this shirt before? I wore this just for Vick, but I wore this before. Okay, there we go. Chubby bearded man.
Yep.
Yeah, the Bel Airs are slick.
Yep. Definitely.
Trans Am's my favorite. No, Matt, I haven't. Is that near Pittsburgh area? But yeah, I don't know. There's and then again, these modern cars, like if I could get a Hellcat Charger, that'd be awesome too, But yeah, the 69 Firebird, I really like the style. Well, Vato, I will say this. I would like to have a Jeep Wrangler and do some rock crawling. I watch those YouTube videos. I follow some of them people on IG too, and I'd love to have a Jeep and go out west and things like that. But yeah, I like lifted trucks, but you got to have a fast car. I mean, you got to have a fast car.
Yeah, I could go either way, actually.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
had plenty of both. But then I got rid of my truck with all the gas prices. Last time we were in this boat.
Yeah, and what's funny is we go and get that Durango with a small Hemi in it, and then the next couple days later is when the gas goes up. I'm like, what did we do? It is what it is. Oh, Matt, you like the squatted trucks?
You like that
Are you
Carolina
talking
squad?
about the one? Are you talking of ones that set like this going down the road? What's it? That's a southern thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a Carolina squad.
That's what.
Yeah.
I thought it was a Carolina something. Yeah, Carolina squat.
Yep.
Ellie's a '37 Dodge Touring sedan D5.
Nice.
Oh.
My grandpa, he was in the cars, and he had a 1925 Chevy that he had got restored and took it to Hershey, and he won the award that you could win, So, as far as the points go on everything being correct and stuff. So he had a 25 Chevy. He had an original 54 Buick. I mean, original. And he drove, we're in Pennsylvania. He drove it to Florida before. I mean, it was never restored. It was just original. But that thing rode great. He had forget what year it was, but you know the little Nash Metropolitan Ramblers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had one of those. He had a 1952 GMC cab over truck, COE. He never got it finished. They were working on it, but it was a slow. Oh, he has what was it? I think it was a 1944 Jeep, because he was in the Army, and he was in what do you call that? Where you work on the vehicle? Not pool hall. Oh, not carpool. The guys that work on the vehicles in the Army. Motor pool, right? Motor pool. Anyway, he worked on the Jeeps and stuff and the trucks when he was in the military. So our local fire department, they auctioned this one off. So he bought it, and he had it paid a guy to restore it for him too. And he had taken it to Hershey too and won it. So he only took 2 vehicles to Hershey, but yeah. So he was into vehicles. Yeah, that's probably where I got it from. But yeah, he had that 25 Chevy done. It was like 1980 when it was done. So that's when they still painted with real lacquer and everything.
Well, on the Bearded Respect, we wanted to do a giveaway from the Bearded Respect. Once Vick's new combo here is released, we will send it out. So if you guys want to give me a hashtag Miami. Just a second here. You gotta share my screen. And there you go.
Yeah, I got.
And while we wait, Vic, do you want to describe your new scent to White Trash Donnie seemed to have missed that.
Yeah. So it's leather, grapefruit, cedar, musk, and some other essential oils, Donnie. So this might be right up your alley.
Yeah, it's a real good scent, and that grapefruit comes out front, and then it fades in, and just makes a real nice scent.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if this is working.
Yeah, they're starting to come in now. Why don't you?
Well, no, I mean on the screen here.
Oh.
It's showing no entries.
Oh. Yeah, we'll just give it a few seconds and wait and see, and click draw and see if something.
Just give it to
So Vic, you got others coming up in the works yet, huh? You working on something right now, another scent?
Yeah, I have, let's see, another 4 that I'm that are already pretty much almost done. I'm just trying to get labels for them. So then next month, hopefully I can drop another one. So I got Blue Collar Boy for April, and then another one for May.
Okay, so you're gonna maybe drop a couple when you're on the bearded panel.
For the bearded panel, I'm just dropping this one, the Blue Collar Boy. After that, then once the next one is finalized, then figure out when I'm going to drop the next one for me.
Sounds good. Always good to have things in the pipeline.
Yeah.
It looks like our tool's working now.
Yeah, there's Tyson.
Hey, Tyson.
Yeah, we're all doing good. You kept me up too late last night, though. I'm tired. Oh, here. Okay, Donnie wants to know, you got any wash, soaps, etc. coming up?
I do want to get into pretty much a little bit of everything. I think right now the market is too oversaturated currently. Like everybody's coming out with a wash, everybody's coming out with soaps. So I want to figure out what's not coming out and then do that. Because there's a lot of people that do great washes. Donnie does great soap. I have plenty of soap from Donnie. So like, I don't want to be just another company that's doing the same thing as every other company. I want to be able to do something that, somebody else can be like, hey, you know what? I got to do what Vic was doing with this product or this thing. So yeah, there's things that I'm currently working on. But until they're not finalized, I'm not going to say exactly what they are, because plans may change, things happen, anything's possible.
Yep. So Tyson, decided I talk like his grandfather, just laid back. Okay. All right.
He's just trying to tell you you're old.
Yeah, but I was just going to say I only have 10 years on him, so actually since he said that he's 42, I'm 52. Crap, he is actually younger than my wife because my wife turned 43 already this year. So, yeah, I was going to say he's the same age as my wife, so age doesn't matter when you get to be this old, but yeah. But what's weird, I'm 52, my wife's 53. That's 9 years. You don't think of it now. It's no big deal now. But to put it in perspective, when I was a senior, my wife was in second grade. So think about that one.
Rocking the cradle there a little bit.
Yeah, that makes you wonder. Yeah, I'm good at freaking people out, I guess. Okay, I think we're stuck at 8 entries. I don't know if we're going to get any more. So.
Yeah, Donnie thinks he butchered the name on this one. Or the spelling.
Yeah. I'm missing a couple of letters there, but pretty much got it. Tranquilo and Tropical. The way you said it last time.
Yeah, that one sounds like a good one.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and do this drawing. Oh my.
Wait a minute. I think this is rigged. That their hashtag thing might be broken. What is this? The third time he's won on our show?
I think so.
At least a second, anyway. Well, I guess he's the bearded respects Ellie.
I guess.
So,
here he won, but I'm just gonna test this out. Okay, it works.
Okay.
That was funny. Travis, I think I have your... Well, why don't you send me your name and address on IG? I believe you're on IG. As soon as it's released, we'll get you out a combo.
Yep.
We just wanted to support Vick, and I believe this is a great product. So we figured we get it in somebody's hands, and they may just become a fan of Miami Beard Co.
Yep. I know I am.
Yeah, I definitely am.
I'll be looking forward to the new scents as well. But
there's a lot of stuff that's coming down. So
good. But I might be getting that Tropical one. I won't say the first one.
Tropical and relaxation, your translation for English.
Yeah. First time. Yeah, first time for me too. And like Scott said earlier, I don't know why I haven't bought. Well, I know why I haven't bought before. The same reason I haven't bought so many others yet. It's just hard to spread the wealth. There's so many great companies, but No, I am very honored and pleased to have this new release as well as the El Bori. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely. And I know Vick's been on my list of companies to try for a while. So
I mean, and he shows everybody support, with the auctions and the live streams. I mean, he's been in about every one of our live streams since we started. And that's, after the first couple, I told Scott, I said, we got to get Vic on our show. I said, he supports us
Yeah.
almost every week. I said, from day one. And you don't know how much I appreciate that, Vic. I really do. That's why I'm so excited to get you on here. And yeah,
That's part of the community. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to, support each other, every way we can.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt to jump in a live and, hit a like, subscribe to the channel. It's not going to hurt you,
No, it doesn't cost you anything.
Nope.
And we are just a few away from that 100 where we can get rid of our we can actually use our Bearded Respect name in our web address rather than all the alphabet.
All the hieroglyphics.
Yeah.
So if anybody isn't subscribed, we'd appreciate a subscribe.
Yeah.
Just to get us over the hump.
And
Not that we're out here for numbers.
Here's Alfonso. Do you know Alfonso, Vic?
I do.
Okay.
I appreciate him for coming in and watching.
Yeah, always good to see someone new. Welcome to the Respect.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks for stopping in and supporting Vic. Yeah. Yeah, Vato. Yeah, but between you and Gary, you guys are the. Oh, did you?
Gary likes the cookies.
Yeah, he's the cookie buyer.
Nah, Vato, I don't flip nobody's product. I use everything I get, guaranteed. And I take pictures and I post it on the gram. I show support.
Yeah, I've seen that on your post.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vic's definitely very supportive in the community. And that's a good thing to always see.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why we started this channel, was to support companies, especially the small ones. Who people may not know as well, but hopefully this helps get the Miami Beard Company name out there more and get some new faces to try it for you.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, we're a small channel, just getting started and trying to grow, and so we're not reaching a lot of people. But hey, we reached the 15 or however many came in here. We reach them, they try it, and then they reach out to more. That you spread the wealth. Just spread it all out. Get the word out there that this is good stuff. This is definitely good stuff.
You try it, you bring a friend, and that friend brings another friend, and on and on.
Yep. Yeah, Travis, I can't wait till you get this. I want to know your thoughts on it as well. I'm sure you'll post on IG, but yeah. I'm telling you, if you guys like leather, you got to get this. You gotta. So.
Or if you like citrus, because that grapefruit's pretty. I'm not the biggest citrus guy, but I really like that.
Yeah. And you know what? While I'm here, I'm going to take a little smell out of the bottle.
He was super excited yesterday on that video. I saw it. I loved it.
I felt the same way when I opened it, and I'm like, Jason, did you open it yet?
Yeah, because he DM. Well, I got it. Well, I think Vic DM me at like 12:30. I think it was, or that's when I saw the message anyway. And yeah, it came UPS, and usually I only live 5 minutes from where I work, so a lot of times, and the UPS driver knows that I work there, so a lot of times he just delivers stuff up there and then I bring it home. But yeah, it came at lunchtime yesterday, and I was debating on opening it up and smelling it, or I thought, well, maybe I should do an IG live, because that's what I do. I do live unboxings, and I'm thinking, ooh, but maybe I shouldn't, because if it's any of that new stuff, maybe I better not. So, so yeah, it came at 12, and then Scott, yeah, he DMs me, hey, did you open that yet? I says, no, I was thinking about doing a live. He goes, well, maybe not. He said, it's the new stuff. I said, oh. But then Vic, he said, no, go ahead. He said, let's get that word spread. So, yeah. But then I was afraid to say anything about it. Yeah, I was afraid to say anything about it. I'm like, oh, man. But yeah, I was excited, man. It smells great. Yeah, it was funny. I was like I'm 52 years old, but I was like an 8-year-old kid Christmas time, Yeah, I was excited.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, we forgot to mention this, but I believe this is a collab, isn't it, Vic?
That is correct. It is a collab with Matt the Bearded.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, Scott.
I almost forgot about that.
Yeah. Well, you did have it in the video, I think, on the IG post for the promo, but yeah.
So if you want to see more of it on a stream, you can tune in to the Bearded panel on April 16th when it gets released.
That's correct. Hope to see everybody there. We are going to do, some discounts and, maybe some giveaways for it. So, you got to tune in, see what happens. You might win something. Maybe try to win something over there. You never know.
Oh.
Yeah. Donnie wants to know who's Matt.
Oh, he knows.
Oh, okay.
He's done collabs with Jay's Beard Essentials. And he's been around the community a while.
Yeah.
That's his brother Dale. I think it's called. I think that's what he calls him, Dale. But no, but that's cool.
Yeah. So, anybody in chat got any other questions? But yeah, I was just it's funny. It's just funny. I laugh at myself because of how silly I was. I rewatched the video myself, and I'm thinking, holy cow. I was like an 8-year-old on Christmas time.
That's good. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
And it's always fun to get something that's new.
Yeah.
You got to get that new.
Yep.
Yeah. It's Dale and Brennan. That's what they call each other.
Oh, from the movie Step Brothers.
Yep.
Yeah. Better not touch my drum set.
Oh. Well, if everyone else doesn't have any questions, I think we're going to call it a night. We've been going pretty long here. But I definitely like to thank Vic from Miami Beard Company for coming on the Bearded Respect. It's been a great show. We're very excited, and we're excited for this to be released. It
Yeah.
just seems like it's going to be a great release for you.
That's what we're hoping. You know, I do appreciate you guys for letting me be on the show tonight with you guys. So it's awesome.
You're welcome anytime.
Yeah.
We tell it to all our guests, but we've had so many good guests, it's hard to not say it.
Yep.
Donnie. Well, so guys, well, that's a good night for us. We will see you next Thursday. We're actually don't have anything planned for next Thursday, so we'll see where the week takes us, and if nothing else, it'll be a community chat next week.
Yep.
We'll see.
Yes. Ellie Vick is awesome.
Thank
Yes.
you, Ellie.
Night, Donnie. Yeah.
Mm.
So
But,
I'm glad I
yeah.
finally got to talk to you as well. You know, instead of DMing and seeing you in chats. I mean, I know it's not face to face, but at least it's voice. You know.
You can see my
But,
pretty face.
yeah.
I see your pretty face.
Yep.
No. But yeah, I would like everybody to tune in, you know, April 16 on the Bearded panel with Rose. Matt the Bearded's going to be on there as well. So it's going to be a good time.
And what time is that, Vic? I forget what time they are.
I believe it's at 7:30
7:30. Yeah.
on Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a Saturday, guys. So yeah. So yeah, just a couple weeks away.
Yep.
Yeah,
So,
definitely. Have to check that out.
Please
Well,
do.
good night, y'all.
Night,
wait
everybody.
yes.
See you next time.